Adofo, you're very sorry. Me. You're very sorry. And I drew interesting parts. But my man sent me from medication. Now I said, if you hospital by and change, no me worry. If you hospital by, I said, be check it. Me be penny be na me no medroom. They were worried and they were standing there. Then I was said, me ye. O shokra me ya me the hospital by any. Eti mesra mo umfanche wate. Umfanche me. Ma ye nkosubio. Due to say mo ana muni ha no. Enya me asem ena me nkodwuma. Echina so me nkodwuma. Me kodwuma me ebrada. Eniti sanity we betimi ahyase bi. Ma mene sanity bi betimi ahyase. Na papa yi se dem di kaka no. Oye video afa Sunyani entra nkonwane nsem no ho. No be so obubu fa so. Na eno ena eduru bia ye bia Sunyani 2010 ye wura bia fa na kwasi prempe. Orum seti committee bi. Na enkroto du baako. Na hinsema so ho. Its recommendation on my ye no. Actually say on my legislative concerning on recommendation on my parliament. Now parliament no any legislative via. Ebe for customary and traditional purposes so. Ama ya kuchie gu nkrata so. E fa hinsie ni ahintori ne betete sa. Sanya be ya. Sao how ni ahudwane chieftaincy issue. Ebo man kan e ho man esobete. So that was a committee recommendation. It is a year anymore. And as Sunyani 2010 no. January 2010. Almost kuchi niema. Edigu nkrata so. Na edikano. Papai, working care you baby, no so chere say. Sunyani krano, or so de no sa kunye biase. Ampa. Anya no kore. Sunyani kro ya sante henria. Sunyani onye ma heneda. Onu koje. Omu kwashe CPP echi. 1960 kwaje ma hene. Na 1970 champo ebe yifiri ho. Eti Sunyani o hye wodumase ase. Eti o ye wodumase kontre. Eti wodumase ni nyina ne ebomu. Ehye kontre ni mu kontre fekuo emu. Na adase ho ho se. Otumfo opokuare. Ne pegya Sunyani aye no e ma hene. Se kwad mu nyina bedu onum kwade se. They are all Asantes. They have not seen anything. Na me shase bi o say. Me pese me shase bi. Na bo blues bi ama mene. Okay, yeah. I say on 27th of February 1986, a letter from the Office of the Provisional National Defense Council written by Halaji Mahama Idusu, PNDC member and chairman, Asante Brong Ahafo Chieftaincy Affairs Committee, pleaded then the Asante Hinotum for Pokuare to graciously and in the spirit of magnanimity consider the elevations and inclusion in the Brong Ahafo House of Chief. The following international area towns which Techimai contested with him and lost without prejudice to their traditional allegiances to the Golden Stool. To equally accepted those recommended by the Brong Ahafo House of Chief for inclusion in the Brong Ahafo House in the Brong Ahafo House of Chief for purpose of equitable representations of the region as a whole, as whereas for peace and unity of two regions without prejudice to the traditional allegiances any of them may own to the Golden Stool. Enti krono se kwanchuma bini bedu dumase number 1 Sunyani se kwa nsuatre kwa pon totoro so ade so aba ejedie nkumi and basa. Afi o say Otumfo Pokuare the second responded to the letter from Alaji Mahama Idusu on September 29, 1986. For our discussion, I have taken some portions of the letter as I have done in the case of Alaji Mahama Idusu. 1. I am now after my 2 overseas visits from March to mid-June, able to respond to your letter, CHMI 041 of February 221, February 21, February 21st of February 1986, and to react to the proposal which your committee wishes to make to the government. 2. I am glad and deeply appreciated your committee and vocal emphasis that your proposals are without prejudice to the traditional allegiances which any of the stool concerned may owe to the golden stool. Concerning stool listed in your paragraph, I'm coming. I say, concerning stools listed in your paragraph, I should emphasize that I shall have no objection to the membership of the Brong Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs if it is for the reason you stated, namely, for purposes of equitable representation as a whole, and it is without prejudice to the traditional allegiances of them may owe to the golden stool. I say, from the above, it is very clear that the Brong region belongs to Ashanti Mine under the presidency of His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei, and it was confirmed in the case of Republic versus Sunyani Tradtitional Council as party to 2 in 1982-1983, Ghana Law Report JLR 1996 996003. Per the judgment, the restoration of Ashanti Confederacy in 1935 was restoration of the pre-1874 Statute of Chiefs. This was the reason why the PNDC thought Alhaji Idrisu didn't elevate the said stools in a Brong region themselves, but rather sought approval from His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Pokuare. Etinkura Otumfuo ma kwan emma elevate no any. Esan se letter no a Idrisu Mahama otro edebere Otumfuo Pokuare no. Otro se Otumfuo Pokuare. We de ani die no bo kwan so. Mesra wani die kwan so. Minim se Brong ani Ahafo nkuro ndi ye wo dia. Na so kuro bi adwun pempenso bi a kai nya ka onum nyina so betimi akọ Brong Regional House of Chiefs ne bi. Na emum anya se ye pese o mokọ Brong Regional House of Chiefs se onum enhye sikadwa se da bi nya sa na mra ne ka. Na emum mamamra no enim pefe se nkuro no ye wo kuro. Na emum potaye ti ye pese ye de onum nyina akọ Brong Regional House of Chiefs ne se. Said ye be ya onum no onum nyina be boti mpenko. Na ye tosu mienu onum so betimi represent anase e betimi agina e de ama wonum traditional area. Na de tosu bio say e benya peace and unity. To wacho letter ndi bro Pokuare no. Otumfuo Pokuare say de say. Ena mamento no makonto na da manim. E wo March ni June mu. Na so menya konya kakra. Na meyi wano e wo wonsam a wukruchi de breme. E fa committee a Rollins te ye no ho. O say no kore. Eya minkura onum nyina ehye sikidwase. Na so samususu yese. Mo pesa mo elibeti sankro no anamo gazette sankro ndi wo mko Brong Regional House of Chief. Esa botai a wo chwo de breme dia. Se wo mu no wo nyina be ya timpen. No onum so betimi agi development dia ko mukro. Na kro ye ne nkabombe ba. Ane na mintiam me makwan. Ema mo gazette wo onum eye mia na minkro no wo onum. Na nkro mo gazette wo onum no ema Otumfuo ma akwan no ebi ne kwantwema ejadie nkumi dwinim bedu dumase number 1 basa Sunyani sekwa nsuatere akuroso akoraso kwapon ntotoroso enadade so aba owie ene osase Otumfuo Pokuare se osase nse o ma no kwan nanka tanosubiri kuro no ene de yewura tachiman ede ne call West Africa Court D4 ede ne call Privy Council UK D4 no o man kwana ke wonum so nko Brong Regional House of Chiefs ne bi for the same purpose ena Otumfuo Pokuare e ma kwan e ma wonum nyina ye de wo call Brong Regional House of Chiefs edi se ne obi betra bontene. This is 1986 obi betra bontene ede 2010 obi e committee eteye na se 2010 emra ye se timi soliti emra ye no constitution nim na yete ho committee na committee no ahye ade recommendation aba ye wura Lawrence Breso PNDC Breso. No new law be no overpasses old laws. And ya no correct. Sunya kro ayo tumfo se today. On na kro no. Sunya hene a wote akonya so. So tumfo se to na because person wo tu na de so a. Na na obeti na bedwem ka se na de makonya me che obi ase. We. Ame se woni mamra. Wo so tumfo okro na wote so tumfo de a. Wo mera, wo gigi so kwa court bia, kwa Supreme Court, kwa West African Court, kwa baby ya. Emera da ho, se kro de ne dia. Eti minim so be customary purposes awayen. Eti mo override what it is I am made in a part of the constitution and part of ya retrieve from the act inimu na ya dia to. Afa ye free ha. Na se dem di kaka no papa yi say they adana na tem ni. What YouTube so na odi otumfo atem. Ne comment eda ho. Obi comment say dey why historian otrofo. Ana bebu so because dey na maka me otrofo. Ni bakwara nyi na no osa be ka biem say. Ai na bese me didi osaje fo atem. Na bese me blast bonofo. Na wo kwa akudua no ose me wasante sem hia. Warlord of two for say to say warlord. We yankoso. Na 2010 ni mu. And now Sunyani Traditional Council. Ekruchi, a sign recommendation and akwasi prempe ye yinti. Normative committee transfer. Even in 2010, no. One more all the regions no ahemfo amienu no omo de won mo koye warehouse. Omo ye workshop. Ewo Sunyani. Na sabi anya do won mo agege adwenkyere. Na titire ni anu oka workshop no eye kokofu hene. Eti most of this recommendation kokofu hene na de buy. Kokofu hene na otisu e na de recommendation ni bebre buy. Eti ya hwe ade a Sunyani okruchi gu na yiso a papa pese wo kire se eno ena obeyisu atia na na Boahen Korkor me na Boahen Korkor no me fa na ho onya masem de minim no se Sunyani asante Sunyani otumfo kuro na se ya critical mbo hu ni wura yes ya critical mbo hu ni wura na de me pese me kan nyina ne se na Boahen Korkor yi wona abetena bonte na bebrage embrage biu wonfisusua na wo papa ya otu ye da paafo wonsama wo kana opa se Sunyani ma di bem what me a twisted interpretation of English ana wo kan ana wonti ase Sunyani ma ni tumi so si ahene oni tumi ni afama no eti yenko sa law no so yenko law no so se Sunyani ma wo tumi bi e wo so si hena oh yeah a tree susa guys this is papa okay that's a me many pa ni susa actually okay what's say Declaration of Customary Law, Sunyani Traditional Council, Instrument 2010, Established Instrument 2010 L1, 1972. Whereas, the Sunyani Traditional Council, under the provision of Section 51 of the Chieftaincy Act 2008, Act 759, recommended to the National House of Chiefs through a Brong Ahafo Regional House of Chiefs and modifications of the customary law relating to succession to the Sunyani Paramount Stool. The name of the stool of the traditional area is Boahen Korkor Stool. The seat of the stool shall be in Sunyani. And it's what I say. Sunyani Traditional Area 2010. Yeah, January brain mono. Onu kuchi. E kwani onu pass onu peso onu faso. Na kunyani beta. Onu musi. Eni akunyani beta. Okwa mbefa anase enfomso bi ba ekwa befa so betu onipa kwa na fira akonya ne so na no no de koma Boahen Regional House of Chief and a Brong Regional House of Chief. Eti so the common National House of Chief. No one must share National to Street can say. And try actually abremu. As I said, National House of Chief no share, no do hujuma. Na konya ya kan ho asem ye boan kokwa konya. Na baby a wasa konya no bia ye wo Sunyani. Ye nkoso say. Whereas the Brong Ahafo Regional House, by their own initiative, submitted to the National House of Chief, have declared that, in the opinion, the customary law relating to succession in Sunyani traditional area needed to declaration. It is sending a medical so they say. Abra Omade Command, Brong Regional House of Chief, no, Brong Regional House of Chief, no, so, and the Command National House of Chief, actually, the goose say. And someone. Sunyani Traditional Council no akuchi di abra won no National House of Chief no hwe nsem no na kabeya wonum consider no wonum soso anyintum eti yahwe or say and well as by anonymously decision conferred by the Article 272B of the 1992 Constitution on the National House of Chief to inter alia compel to the customary laws and lines of succession to Boahen Korkor Stool. And in the compliance of the above mentioned provision, the following procedures are hereby adopted. And into animal echo to and to say and nay to me ya wagana mamremo nugina so say on my 1992 Constitution, the Article 272B no so kase one on my cruci di gu a ye krata so dia bre National House of Chief no. Eya nchesha ya onbe so mo hyehe ana se eda onum akonya Boahen Korkor akonya ho ana se worum adopt o say 1 succession to Boahen Korkor's Sunyani Paramount Stools of Sunyani Traditional Council. Sunyani Traditional Council are not ana se non-votably in Sunyani traditional area and to one party se dedikan sa akonya ne betompan akonya ne enko etima Enkwa amane. Okay, 2. On the death of occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool, on the death of occupant of the Boahen Korkor's Paramount Stool, the Queen Mother shall, in consultation with the Hemaa, and the elders of the royal family, nominated according to the established customary law, pertaining to a chief and present the occupants or see the deceased as contained in paragraph 1. It what I say ebase akonya ne beton pan anade oteso ne wu a esese ohima no abakoma hema ne abakoma hene eni asi ahenefo ne mpanimfo a wakonya ne ho etimi yi nipa obehye de wafiri mu no ana de woni ho a amakonya na tompa no anamu eti a kire wo say to me bia no they conferred to the Queen Mother ahakura e kire say abra konya no ye Boahen Korkor akonya na ye Sunyani traditional na abetompa no ete se oba Hemaa no oye in consultation eti on timi mfa nepe on timi mfa nepe nkase makoyi we daddy in consultation with abakoma Hemaa eni abakoma hene eni esi ahenefo eni mpanimfo wakonya no ho no no pe obi a obetimi ahye de ofiri mu no anan enkobio 3. Or say at any time that Boahen Korkor's Paramount Stool becomes vacant by reason of abdication, destoolment, or any other cause, successions shall be in the manner specified in the paragraph 1, or as may be in the establishment customary manner, if the vacancy has occurred by the death. Or say, Boahen Korkor akonya beto empania. Anna says, see a two no so who walk on so. And someone will see so paragraph 1 ho. Sa kwan no mbefa so. Say also about him who abakoma Hemaa, abakoma hene, e see a hene for the penfo akonya no. No pe obi obedi ade nti. There is no power conferred to the Queen Mother. Shaden su ye, even in the 2010, no mu kruchi de share. We aseno. Okay, yanko bi. 4. I say a bad nomination 4-1. Or say the Queen Mother shall, in consultation would the Abakuma Hemaa, Abakuma Hene, and the elders of the royal family make their choices to the Kingmakers, as mentioned in paragraph 2 of this instrument through the jazz. It is a kunyani beton pine say pa. Send your mudi can with the can. As I saw about him, in consultation, Papa way, Brafuno Timmy ready bet on Tiase. In consultation, as I say, one near Bakuma Hene, any Abakuma Hemaa, Edin Sawaswo. Na one mo de hia kurara onum benya no wo mo de ma asi ahene fo afa jaase so afa yenko biwe. 2. The nomination of candidates for the Boahen Korkor Stool shall be done 40 days after the stool has become vacant by any cause. Sakonya beton pan acha da bianan na no brother daughter ene ni nuanu do mafo eto se edi enti no tunfo man po hima adaduanan eje ye kanfo kane no obi wu a yedu na wotwe da wia wadaduanan ene ye odoti yi ya odoti wie a echero ba bedu ade no ayo sikansa na grofo ready they are empty minded omuni mu hwe eti wo se akonya na beton pan no ache ya daduanan onum nsi asi anan emfa ento afa yenkoso I said, the nomination of the candidates for the Boahen Korkor Stool shall be done at the palace of the Queen Mother. Afi odi pano ebe yi no no. E was say oba Hemaa na himfie. Ene mpanifo no nyina ba me yi nipa no tie. Election of selection. 5-1. I say, election or selection of the candidate for the Boahen Korkor Stool shall be done by the Kingmakers. As mentioned in paragraph 2 of this instrument. It is about selection and election of onipakro bedi Boahen Korkor konya no ba ema awobodi o se eye asia hinefo abro makohia wo wo fie ho no oba ema so omodo omo sabesre wo wi a mo be hye wo no mo do no mfamra wo ni abakoma hene ni abakoma Hemaa na ba in consultation na nipakro mbese mu no Momo de omama jase akoma Kingmakers no na mu da mo be frɛ nominees ni nyina no e wo sɛ ye oba Hemaa ni fie na mom e kwani ye be fa so yi nipa ne de e wo sɛ Kingmakers no maame maame woni case papa wey e fa sika mani ni e fa wusika e mani ni because you don't have a case. Ebi also yankoi. Was it B shall be by consensus, and in the event of candidates being rejected by the Kingmakers, the Queen Mother shall have 2 more chances to nominate. Just a nominator. You won't need to miss see a day. What dear? As a recommendation, me way. No, my recommend the way say. This year when I come through, say, Kingmakers, move me mobile. Naka mube tie me a. Many abakoma hene ni abakoma Hemaa Edin Sawaswo. Ni hu ni asem. Naka Kingmakers okay yate. Yaje no. Na sa Kingmakers no reject na. Who 2 more chances say. O men nominate another person now the aba. O mo reject no. No mo reject ni me no nyina. What would you do? Yenkoi. Or say shall be in consensus in the event of, as I say, a year afternoon sebia. Consensus ne say, ebia ni pedu, ena onu ye Kingmakers a. Se ni pensia. Se ni pan 9, na anu onu to oma yi say, otumfuo, ete ho, ena ayi, o ye choose bidi. These people, they don't even know anything. Say akonya beto ho, na oba Hemaa yi, na nti ase anya dwuma. Akonya kese a mo hyase no moko court kra if the Supreme Court sa na ebe moko Supreme Court a empanimfo no a mo ye asi ahenefo no sa mo ye wotwe a ye bebu sa wo se wo ho na apese dindi ade na wo aka wo se ho na apese dindi na wo aka eji se ni pattern no emu 7 a support ni pa ba ko a se ni pa no ene man di ade. This is how Sunyani is saying by consensus. It was saying Yankobi. Also shall be consensus in the event of the candidate being rejected by the Kingmakers. The Queen Mother shall have 2 more chances to nominate. The Kingmakers shall select the candidate of their choices from the royal family. Eti was said wo ba Hemaa wo the candidate ni ba. Kingmakers no. One man kasa do omo pe. Eyi di omo pe. Omo kasa omo pe no a. You can't do anything. You do not have the capacity. The power was not conveyed to you. It was say from the royal family. If the 3 nominees by the Queen Mother are rejected by the Queenmakers and shall take place during the daytime at the palace of the country. Or say the elected or selected candidate shall pay an asedaka. And it sebase edipa wuyi ni yaba yi no mo rejecte. And it ebi awa ebeji watom no. Edo be country fee na watwe asedaka. Okay, yanko bim second. The elected or selected candidate shall pay asedaka. Installation, a quite fast to see no. Or say, installation of a chief elected of the Boahen Korkor Stool shall be by the following person at the Omahene's Parish in afternoon or evening of Monday. It is that you are on musi adie. Now was say, ye see what dear Omahene ahifie. Eda say ben on pa and I say numere. Boahen Korkor Omahene ahifie and omoye no. Omoye nso omoye no bre esabre no. Wo de yi, wo koye de okosi no koye no hwan ahimfie park ne so. Maame obae ma. Hwan ahimfie na akosi we ne wo. Ebi ososo. O say afternoon or on Monday. Abusia panyin, I was abusia panyin wo hobi. The Kingmakers. And na tosumienu. The son of former chiefs. Ahemfo abetena de so nyino no ma. The elders of the royal family, mama. One year bold in chato and sana the Queen Mother. Into cry, you are not a matter of importance. Abra, ye see him. Ebi also say 2. The chief elected shall be confined for 40 days at Henie's Parish. And it is seen at the Beko Trafuhini fee. Near Kochena Mamne near money. The chief elected shall be taken to the stoolroom where he shall be shown to select one of the former occupants' name he would like to assume after installation. And it free 40 days in watching no be free traffic in fee no. Ya den be konkonya fie. Ya den konkonya fie ran konya dem. Na ahemfo abedi ade bi kro no. Wo yi won makonya e do mudi ato won ne so. Me pa cho o mene mfentem frem o mene so ko fefre. Oto se sei fentem frem o mene so. Oto se sei. Ah? Fentem frem o mene so no. Akonya be di no. Fentem frem o mene so no hwan. Benana Boahen Korkor. Ono na the first king na obedi ade osunyai. Yankoi. Okay. I say, the Atosubiu. 4. After the chief elected has chosen a stool name, a chief shall be slaughtered and a sub-chief elected shall step in the sheep blood to signify. Or say, no na konkonya dem awie koyi edini akonyo betena so. As I say ye twedwan. Na ye di moja nugu ho. Niema wode ne na itiem. Pa maame. Papa no a wode ne kogina ho na wutwa adwan gu ne na so no. Who taught you that? Was it amamre? Enya amamre. Enya mane. Eye evil thing. Ni etie ne say, wakọ nkonya dem awie according to wodie. Akoyi wakonya wie. Ni ade wakotwafo hene ho. Wo kotwafo hene wo wie adabianan wabayi wakonya. Wo yi wakonya wie a. Na ye twedwan ni edi moja na go na do na team. Na emom ye twedwan ngu na so eye evil. Eye very evil intentions. Ebi also ehene fana fenta fra meneso akonya fie be na ko mu. Akonya di be na ko yi Kingmakers be na di nanim. Mame, you are joking. Ebi so yankoi. Or say, thou shalt never go barefoot, say, and no beshed or the night beshed an animal pub say. The chief elector shall pay an installation fee after coming out of the stoolroom. Yet nifrin kunya demwa, I was say, Uchia, a see a defense saying, a see a dear cat, and I say, Uchia, a see a henenum, eka say, didn't be see hene. Or say, the chief elector shall swear the oath of office to the chief and elders, and the chief and elder, and each chief or elder shall intend swear the oath of allegiance to the new chief. To obey so actually or man so actually. And now sending Konya for so actually. Yankoi, or say 7. The new occupant of Boahen Korkor Stool shall be carried shoulders high through the street of the Sunyani for the public to know their new paramount chief and shall consummate installation of the new chief. And here we are best one. I bet you so the nanam crumunia, no crumophone, no monina, or moniano. Or see destoolment. It to watch said destoolment in as I say. The occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool shall be destooled for committing any of these offenses. Extramarital relationship with spouse of subject or other person. So be fan for you no man say or more no selling of stool properties without the consent of his elders. So wo obeton akonya japadia bra mpanifo animu hwe na say eating or drinking in public. Hey, adjuma bedu. Say be abedi di abontin na so obe no abontin participating in public entertainment like dance and disco squad. So stealing an embezzle of the Sunyani State Fund, acting in a way that shall bring Boahen Korkor Stool in disrepute or public radical. Say Obama Boahen Korkor kunyanum abenim kwase. So obeye niema bi ti so be she t-shirt bi na wasesa form. No aye niema bi emfata na Boahen Korkor kunyano. Enima ba form ebetu ade so. It was doing any act that affect the dignity of the stool. After you see the stool maintenance, you not say. Where the occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool committed any of these offenses specified in the paragraph 7, a complaint may be made to the queen mother, Hemaa, by the country through the jase to advise the occupant, say, Abia, or yes, I need manua. And so about Hemaa, Hemaa, for country ni jase so, a kasa children. Chesa wutumino. Hemaa, you can make a decision. Ebi also or say the country shall bring the charges to the notice of the Kingmakers. Country ne bedi animu wade nsem nyina be kuchi abebo asi ahen for where the occupant of Boahen Korkor Stool fails to heed the advice or continue to commit any offenses under paragraph 7. The Kingmakers who include the Queen Mother, the Hemaa, and the Hemaa may draw up charges for the destooling of the occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool. And it a basa was secondary Erebeto Hemaa, Hemaa, or manim ewan new madia woody, then ye say two ne bitunua, near vetuno. 4. The Kingmakers shall give the occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool a chance to put up a defense against the charges. Or my man acquiring so no so and near man somebody atonoson or mean huano. Completion of the stool. The destoolment of the occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool shall be complete. It's a Sunyani betompa was here the tuga no bia shall be complete. Okay. The Brong Ahafo Regional House of Chief conveyed the occupant of the Boahen Korkor Stool of any offenses committed. Okay. Or say the country provides chiefs which slaughtered and into country de beba. Now fe was say the short drums after chinisini so boom the chief standard shall be removed near in the Nasim Pabwa. After wasaba Kingmakers. Was the Kingmakers of the Boahen Korkor Stool of Sunyani Traditional alia the country hene, the Akomu hene, the Trafo hene, the Adonte hene, the Bunkumi hene, the Nifa hene, and the Chidom hene. These are the Kingmakers. We mun ne walk to me so musi a hen walk to me. Oba Hemaa, me hu din wa system of inheritance. Afi o say eba adidi a na mema miensa eso na adidi no ho. Na akosu adua. Na amma bieni, na kwantwa. Sa ma miensa si mu ne timbepra konya bedi meyi. Aha, na wo kan na ni age too much no. O say autonomy of stools. For the avoidance of doubt, the Boahen Korkor Stool of Sunyani traditional area is not subjected to any other stool anywhere, made by 23rd day of March 2010. Now, is this the last part? What kind of near Japan? But so catch us say Sunyani akunya and should be a so baby. Is it the truth? No, it is not true. Sunyani akunya empo kaneno na she wodu masiase. Yes, Aunt mine, the neshasi. And no could actually Sunyani wonum nyina so ai bebo kontire fa bantememu. Sunyani kro yo tun for there. Akoko to pen. Abra PNDC Rollins breso. Na omu nyina chochro homa de koma Rollins be elevate omu. Omu nyina mo na chochro homa. Rollins ka chero no say. Constitution na da hono ma me kwan. Amamra na da hono e ma me kwan. Se metimi elevate mo. Edema kwa Brong Regional House of Chief. Nemom better still no. As a se me name wura. Otumfo se tunya me kese. Sabe na otumfo pokwa. Eye in consultation. Eniti Emma Rollins share honorable nimdifo Idris Mahama at the committee tnaso. She share constitution nim. She share all the Chieftaincy Act nim. Ehun say. Enya dia wonum betimi. Elibeti Sunyani aye ne mahene. Enya de betimi elibeti nkro no a na sa abre no onu fata so onu nyina be on mahene no. Onu mtimi. Isa se nkro no nyina. In constitution and na say historical traditionally and culture. Ne nyina yotumfo opokuwa ni nkro. Enti okruchi homa. Wo try committee ni ye wonum investigation nyina wieye lawyers fo kuku dam lawyer fo akase onu mia hwem wieye no onu kuchi gun krata so e komo otumfo opokuwa esre ne se nkuro bisa dwinim ejedi fa ne say Sunyani sa kwa bedu sa nkuro ni nyina no wonum ka onu ye man hene akaye sani ebeye wonum soso no wonum wono ebeye pe it is statement or mo timi state and say ye sa de wenye say wonum nya okuro da bi enim so omo ye odia na emom ye pese wonum eye equalize e be so omo soso represent ye be so wonum soso peace and unity to omo chro homa yi e de koma ye wura ebra na ye 1982 na bra homa no ko ye no ye wura hwem na obese wonum say oh Idris Mahama akwantu menu bi da menu aka me koro na soso menya daje na mayi won sembisa na wakruchi egu nkata ne so bi di abrewo na yewura ekruchi wono so na de koma won se wo msa nkodo nyina media na watchro de abre me se bo pese nkro weri nyina mo elevate won na mo de won mo ko Brong Regional House of Chief na mo nya sase mo ye ne mo ho eno ti na mo akuchi di egu nkata so besre yewura otumfo pokuare so o ma mo kwan na botaye ti mo pese mo elevate sankro ise Sunyani be ye man first regional capital ebi so said ye be o nyina be ye equitable be equal no mbetimi represent ape development mabo mukrum na o betimi aso afa peace and unity na sa botaye wenti e de a wapene mongazati wonum na wonum so participate e wo Brong Regional House of Chief sa 1982 no yewura ma kwan nkro almost be 24 nkro almost be 24 e wo Bono and Ahafo region and yewura ma kwan ma wo mo gazette wonum e do mo e participate wo Bono Ahafo region otrofo osebedance nini ubetimi akope Idris Mahama ne homa no ebi ye anya yira kwan kra eni mame enchero nti ukwa ubepe ni saying idusu mahama committee eni maminyi papa we fro no no an so da ni fa so biasa eti eni mfa me caps kakram to men eni idusu mahama homa nini edi ene shan bebe mami eni mi me light ne kakra eni sela mi kram tia me ho eti am say na nsen ya akora no Sampa Traditional Council onumo eposti etu ya onumu the letter no committee no ya onumo inquiry no on the 27th of February 1986 a letter from the Office of the Provisional National Defense Council by Halaji Mahama Drusu PNDC member and the chairman Ashanti Brong Ahafo Chieftaincy Affairs Committee. So this is the committee around and stay. It says na ono church homa nkro wenu ina church homa na omo de efitete they want to base on politics. So now women say politics can never override the traditions. It's impossible. The Omoti Committee for Inquiry. Yeah, na idusu mahama. Other committee, Brong Ahafo Regional. Let our mature trabisun sum ho. Parliament say more elevate to a more Brong Regional House of Chief. In Koni Bini Sunyani say ko Nkoni Dawson. Ono so mutimi elevate wo mo. Omutimi gazette wo mo. Isanse Nkoni nyina otumfo dia. Enti one dey say ne 2010 obi customary laws awaye no. What Russia to say Sunyani is not under any stool. Can you override a Supreme Court judgment? No. This is just recommendation from Mama. National House of Chief. Mama. This one. Mama. It is not in Parliament. Mama. Daddy called and told me that you should not take because you're sick. I'm sick, but he left me to go to work. So you know I'm not well. And yet he left me to work. Where's Lord? Check upstairs. Okay. Hope they cover. Eti se obi ba no be custom fufurobia. It is not true. Sunyani entirely belongs to Otumfo State. Nedia. Otumfo Kuro. It is right there. Documents are there. Everything are there. Why na elevate? Are you Otumfo na elevate Sunyani too? One a gazette, or two for the ma quine. And ma bra or modu or letter comma Rollins, no PNDC, a fence administration, no Rollins, so the supplication for a Luma inquiry committee of inquiry. Come out to for Puku and what tears ye. A more elevative Sunyani, say my hen. And I want to see what they know. Why? And why I don't know. And blabe moi. The other court National House of Chief made to me. Your customary laws by your instruments. Sabra wusu hinem. Kunyani show be ase. Name and yet entirely about traditional jurisdiction. When it comes to traditional jurisdiction, Sunyani is under Asante Kingdom. With all due respect. Anything about Hemaa. You hear a dear kinkai, I wouldn't to media baby. No power. Anti war, Ajma the historian. Already, I actually me, and I won't teach you Customary. Won't me and translate brofuni yim from between me could be the reason. Because your interpretation was so straightforward. It wasn't deep. Some words look the same, but they don't interpret the same. Until next time, know how to interpret your proper English now how can to proper tree. Oba Hemaa to me. Ono kura be nomination just abak ma Hemaa ni abak ma hene kan ho. Afa ye wo mo to me so ono mo esalete. Obi edibedi ade Kingmakers. Oni to me. Ana be bia ho a kire se ono betimi ade. O say nomination ye be no no fi. In presence of Kingmakers elders. Abak ma hene ni abak ma Hemaa. Na Kingmakers no I select a person with their choice. There's only any right. Ne dia na say e den sa ne besem. E san say matrinia e disi betowa ensa ne de besem na wo so would obi ansa akose Kingmakers. And with all due respect, mommy, you do not have any chances. Okay, now we say don't know. He won't go far. He got 2 million on some. With all due respect. And for us, he come out the historians in it. Because he can't help you. Only remember. Only be or the Bible. Nothing. Do not keep your hopes so high, Mammy Hemaa. Initially, I come here. Omu no fast process ni so. O kasa o man Boahen Korkor, o kasa o man fa Boahen Korkor amechiawa na boa. O kasa na wudi tro. They are almost asthmatic. That's the problem. They jumped you through the process. Wabakuma Hemaa no wabakuma he no. If they approve it, mame. Ombetu ade so. O de hwese beboa. Ombetu ade so. Especially adherence say ya senior stool. Na Boahen Korkor Stool ya senior stool. Nana bosume ya ukore krechi. Owuye. Wutimi ko say o fa no mo amko mo anye. Wo ko fa bia na ni no de nyinya boniti. Ede no no wo ya o de nyinya be boniti. All because of ni kuro wa bisim. Busuafo no mo de hye wo no ankwese wo moyi. Mami and I now kura yi every woman can in what history? Near Toshibi, none answer, you man or two Sunyani hono. Say, Edgiana for me, oh, Jasio, oh, just for me, yen slow, mammy. One mabosum say, go no bushia force. Or Hemaa, what ya senior bushia. I send ya cunyaso. Ya sebi, ye didn't sabe so. O see de, would just for my senior, just for my. Just say what yatum so a bianani. This video, when pennyful bit me, you should sass or mamma or yassini or ye bianani, and mabosum sego so 70 near Kunya Benny. Why ya mana de papa, abo mine? Would papa we would mamma many a money we wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Huh? What do you want to so? I mean, for me, I think it's what you want to so. I don't know about people's almost so there, but if you ask me my opinion, maybe me feel so what you want to so. Over said my bedu bet me a gazette. Is that what you think? No. Sabra, Namutimi quadi gazette. A ya brand you were out to see to none I didn't go. None I didn't share any mamma. Baffle pim dear na trigger bibia. Kranza henny. Baffle pim yami basa. Ne dear na trigger bibia as a gazette. Intiane, the new one National House of Chief or pa. Inti we see Canada be mad my bedu so on fan conquer gazette forget it. So obi se bono e bono hafo. What in the crum? Sasabi. A bono ne bono hafo new tune for there. And a bono new tune for there. A bono is nyane there. Obema. Onye gazette mo bi me. Onye gazette. Odi onye at abewe mo onye gazette. So no obetime ga. Say na no ka so wonu beti. Was wonu betime elevate. Enchira. Aya ne ma hene. Nana adima bedu. Enu dwabeni. Wo. In what tradition emlabem. Wo. Enchira yo tun for bedem pon. Ono obi ya de na onfiwa. Ohun se bi a wadwere mu ewo kawa na bibi etisa. Iti kwa be so na wo paledi no ho se enchira hin na wo na kwatena Brong Regional House of Chief no e kwa be so na be fa so emma no you gazette no kwa be so a enu nti na be pre National House of Chief no na National House of Chief wo be pre a And no chess or be president, say, who to me are bed obey. Nezana, Nana, or the who, a banana saw my watching. I hope she said to, and Kenny Papa. Who need to me? Oh, blagge. Who need any capacity. Now, free say you are Mahama or Bediadi. Obama Ghana for. Why, Mamma, onim the chieftaincy issue bet me ayo man. He is fully aware. Only my dear chieftaincy issue bet me dear ba. Chieftaincy matters, and when the says he can you Ghana ho. Yewra, your madam Mahama, onim papa. Na politics, a fan of politics. You were the only person and I said you who say Bibi or form bet me and you saw as a medium. To gain seats, our be another one. And we used to. Sabi president be in how or then who be chieftaincy matters. Share. Nanya chieftaincy issue koko chine and a man a Rwanda. And now be crying to me and what to see who to obia and on the baby obia so. Chieftaincy issue Nigeria. Oh no. Obekwa Anambra State. Nipo omu nyinati Anambra State. Omu nti omu kasa. Because obi mpeso beko bi de. A parliamentarian biala na adwumu da ho. Onfa no ho hye chieftaincy issues mu. Ole so be say namoso. Na Ghana kro ni nyina dwirgu. Aniti nano ga manche masem ne baye. Na on kasa politics mu sa say. Ade ne court ana say a politician has been a ruler seven. I didn't so call court. It was court decision. It was to see a court of appeal and a judgment in the by, which they can take obviate me in some courts. Based on the evidence I be provided to the court. And the court and every traditional area is part of Ghana. And we are all part of all the laws. I'm running in a Kirobia, Timanka say, and yet, court in the bed decided who becomes Gamanche. Mister, they make the judgment based on the evidence you provided before the courts, the history, the family's roots, and everything. That is what the court depend on and make their judgment. Courts are allowed to sat on the chieftaincy cases. They are allowed. So one ebeka chieftaincy matters. Because chieftaincy we are still part of Ghana. Every traditional area is part of Ghana. And it will provision of evidence. And a court, they will do their own inquiry. If we will come a committee so. Now they will provide the healing. To what you mean council and your court in the betcha the in a situation where a seat like Gamanche, if you can't take your case to Menshia, say a Casadam wolf, but that is the fact. Why? And then also Sabacosim. Because and then all of you want to elevate your shoulders. Huh? So one for was some comments here. Now, you would have for and resolving amicably. The court have every capacity to do it because Gas State was part of the Asante Kingdom. And they just joined the Crown Colony. Crown Colony, it wasn't part of our traditions. Colonizers, no, but they are not part of your tradition. They are not part of your identity. They just came to colonize us. And it's obeying me and make that statement in public. Nemum, there is also a room. Say was so bet me. Another look of judgment on the buyer. Bet me appeal to the Supreme Court to avoid any crisis. Be I say, Kwagofa chaos many power you. I was a Gamanche, or yeah, a cry, and ya a Jamukan a clan. We will cry if I cry or crying. Any Jamestown alia. I was say we appeal also appealing against the say judgment appeal court here to the Supreme Court. Na Supreme Court to share assembly mu bill. Na Supreme Court do on judgment ba. Supreme Court appeal court ruling no it can never it can never surpass the Supreme Court judgment. Supreme Court judgment is supreme judgment. And no so you pass mla. So Supreme Court make a decision in Wogamancho favor, it will be a law. Yeah, by reference to the stool all the time. But somebody wanted to say, yeah, appeal court may make a decision who becomes, because Ghana becomes a constitutional country. Or two for correct me, Maquine, and Masampa, a court. It tells you, say, we all need to agree and abide with the Constitution. If you do not understand a certain judgment, seek for interpretation. Seek for interpretation in the language you understood or you can speak. So, such utterances in public can trigger instigation of the youth. I'm on my question, including say yes, which cost the state a lot of money. So, we need to respect the law. We need to abide by the law. Almighty Otumfo, respect the law. He goes according to the customary purposes, the traditional purposes. To Anoka say we are now the Supreme Court or the court. The same to the evidence is with him. So what will you take it? Huh? All evidence about Asante Kingdom. Answer the political boundaries. Political boundaries do not have witnesses. They are attested to any evidence. They are attested to any land acquisition. Political boundaries. Any land acquisition, it doesn't have land acquisition. Even when they are doing the first compulsory land acquisition, did you ever see anywhere or much say political boundaries and I say regional boundaries? No. They have to acquire their compulsory land from the owners. The owners are the native people, which base are the traditional rulers. Anything. We have to be careful about all trances. The courts also have a power because the power have convened from the Constitution to the courts to also make decisions concerning cases based on evidence and inquiries. Tinetobi and Master Committee at Nassau. So, and it is so on TBBS. Now, Obuno, every say, O John Numua Bontene, O John Numua. Why are you not telling him to seek interpretation from the court? Because Onimo, yes, Onim. Onim say what you for Asante mine, a Quavabno, a Blue East. I have Onim, or you're fully aware to Onim say, or we're still seek a Supreme Court. I call every court in the world, obey for. So he just fooling and using your legs, making himself champion, but yet he's empty. Are you empty? Hello. Hello. What are you doing? Come. Are you okay? Do you need my attention? Are you sure? Do you need my attention? Are you sure? Get me water. Do you want cocoa? Are you full? What do you want to eat? Nothing. Are you alright? Do you need some drinks? Your face look like you're not happy. Are you okay? Is that more in there? Is there any? That's your bonanza. That's your gift. Love you. Love you too. Be careful. Don't use your teeth. Use the opener. Okay. Oh, come. Let me do it for you. I've got the tricks to open it. No, give me. What? Oh, you've done it. Go ahead. Now what did? Oh. Auntie, with all due respect, yeah, if you need some more trances, it doesn't matter what's one more customary law concerning instrument of succession of Boahen Korkor Stool. name one can say entirely traditional matters and not say a friend say independence also autonomously, but Sunyani is not entirely autonomous because Sunyani is under Asantehene, and that is the fact. Sunyani belongs to Asantehene. Go to Supreme Court, go to all the Brong Ahafo belongs to Asantehene. Go everywhere. Say yewura etimi lose you West African Court, lose you Privy Council. Go there, and then the documents are still intact there in all the courts. So we need to respect our individuality, our custom and culture. BBA, we need to reason. Esan say, with that, we can stay cordially with each other. No, we pesa what the propaganda ni agenda pata pasam ne fa nkosia yet ene wa koya what's the court no nkone unkwachina but wo send representative send representative enye sa menkura no entenke say so the also the open away but open ni so dey you need to be fair. You need to be fair. Etenwanom asama papa ibe kan ye no ya wodwuru the autonomy of Sunyani Traditional Customary laws from 2010. The way I know we see describing the autonomy. Sunyani is not entirely autonomous. So go and find a document in Supreme Court judgment. Brong Ahafo jurisdiction. Afi Sakof per FN say a committee of Idris Mahama committee in 1986. Yeah, why enna and ma kwine and my gazette Sunyani. Go there. Oto for poku hale na ma kwine gazette Sunyani. Sabre pa na PNDC government. Sabre mpo na Rollins government. Rollins catch omu prince. Mo lete na ma travel me se min gazette min gazette mo. It is not accordance with the Constitution and the Chieftaincy Act. So I will do consultation with your king. Otu for Pokuare. Then he set this committee called the Dus Mahama Committee. The committee they make inquiry, they research, they go through the laws, the constitution, they make contacts, they reach people, other areas and other countries. And later they wrote a letter to Otu for Pokuare and stating in the letter say. And the letter are there. It is there. And now crime me say Sampa Traditional Council Facebook or more proceed. And on Hereby media so pursue the letter. And I have a very unique picture here. Set Nanaji Mabedu say, no offer. Ajimabedu di kai. One side until Tumfu say to. Nanaji Mabedu, are you for real? Your pictures me you know. Pictures me you know ho. Baako ano wasn't my council. Left to right, otosomi ensa. Bonkum fekuo no. Wo faji mabedu otosomi ensa. Na me kura me kase. Oye very big tall gentleman. That's how onye say me description that ye. Ha na teach my hene. Aso te this right to left. Huh? Also wo fa. Ensai. Nana Mabedu mention one grade. They have videos, they have documents, they have a lot of things from Abraham Kofa Mosi phone. Say your friends, Kofa a friend saying Niger phone. One more church room. So I am now Arabs for a more chron. Kofa or Biffy Melly near so mum lame church room, document mom. It's early 1789 to 1800 na Asantia shall say recorded. Huh? Uchatro. You are lying. Huh? Most of this history go back way. Now the 2010 documents. Will be customary processes. Yeah, or Kuchi, dia koma Brong Regionals of Chief. Na Brong Regionals of Chief, or Kuchi, dia koma Nationals of Chief. What Chatro said the Parliament did too. Where was it forward to the Parliament? It is not in the Parliament. Nemum, they quoted the Chieftaincy Act 2008, and they also quoted 1992 Act 2008 Act, uncle to article 5, the first saying 579. That was what the article they quoted. And now 1992 constitution based on 1972 constitution, quote to 272. And no more come Brong Regional. Now Brong Regional so the come national. So it is in the National House of Chiefs, not in Parliament. The one in Parliament is Idrisu Mahama, the Committee of Inquiry. Yeah, PNDC. Mira Jerry John Rollis. Esati abana sunya pe gazetting. No the koye. This is what it is in Supreme Court. It is in Parliament. So one is Sunyani autonomous because it is in their writing in 2010 customary laws. National House of Chiefs. National House of Chiefs. BBN who bit me override whatever it is written in Parliament. Because they are not House of Commons or House of Lords. They have a minister. A more minister over them. Instead of you to try to compete with these politicians, you are there creating lowercase words. More minister or damano. On the government need deal on your behalf. Are you not ashamed of yourself as chiefs in Ghana? Are you not ashamed of yourself? As chiefs in Ghana. Munya unnecessary banters, argument, blagging. Yeah, Nanadima Bedu. What are we? Now focus about how unity can come and elevation of more infono also can compete with the parliamentarians. So how about you university as a parliamentarian? You as a minister of chieftaincy and religious affairs. No, do so. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Upon all your qualification you're having, you are sitting in National House of Chiefs. And above that, you have a chieftaincy minister who override you. When they are making their decision and laws in court, they don't pass it through the National House of Chiefs. They do not make a decision, sat in one chair and one table with you. They do not take your consensus. They made their laws in Parliament based on political majority. But you, these chiefs, instead of you to unite in one umbrella and let the greater be greater and let the big be big, let the large be large, let the medium be medium, let the average be average, and let the small be small, and let the little be little, and stay there, protest against the politician, and then contest with them with power. Whatever they written in Parliament is what they used. Nancy omoye land acquisition at any otumfo can sem phobia mpeso mudidimo. Otumfo na ka se mebunu no mahafo, ne mebunu is ne ade. Me wo memera medidi masase ho asem. Ahanka ho. Twensem huni anka ai politicians didimo. O yewro ekufo do breso. Se by force ye beji mo asase ne atwa wo ka. Se opo wo mpe. Upe umpe. Wase de bia na mokọ aseda. Ya mo fanda. Munyina amura. Otufo se atwa mu dwabo num. Internet nti etwa mo num se asem you autonomous. Bet mu wura no. What is going on? Why can't you be together? Adwuma ameye. Ye wo senior, care manager. Ye wo nurse, nurse ni won penifo wom. And all of them stay cordially beautiful. Obian in your are very beautiful. Nobody say, Mimi too, I gave you and say, free. Alatabai. Obe Chromia Crony 3 years. Maybe 1 DQ level 3. Level 1 crowing ye after no baby be a more. Position better ho. Ombusam missing pet. Yeah, dear mano. What if we catch him some inquiry? Miss okay, I'll do it. Give me some time. Oh, okay, I'm going. We are united, beautiful. Yes, I make us say, Manyisi na no. Why? Huh? I didn't know him for no good when he was. Anything Saudi Arabia nyamofe. I can't for United Element. I want nyamofe. Some call holidays or na desert once upon a time. Abra no madwene te sem wadwene no. Abra no mutimi unite no. Abra na keto person obebre no ho ase ahye kese ase no. Na ho ye desert. Betisifo ayo mu se pasa. But bra wo madwene ba omhum no so no putu o madwene together no. Onum nyina de o mutumi ni nyina e de masade Arabia. Enne hwede obi ekuraye. Hwe United Element unkrofo na kokodi nkoa. Maduane kura toilet so no mukodi aduane kosi ekudidi. Ha? Ye dress o mo sen kraman. Na mo de mo ho aniwu. Instead of you to all come together, convene your power together, give it to one person. Ye nyina obia ti ni krom Saudi Arabia. Obia na hine Saudi Arabia. Your resources ye dey neutralize ya ho. Wo pe mentemen o meneso o soro nya wa hine na o mene no. And ha de no ho kro beso. In what history? I can't traditionally a ben say den ho awon sha Asante Kingdom. Lo be mu. Do for na no feel. He will not mind you. Because on himself kokokokoko besaba. On few, on pegidigi, on beso bekase, and they otu for on pesa, on himself one of my church and boys adema. And our dear ho, that band the deal when we sat here back, I knew. What Jim why I owe. What ya what? I know any young good. Huh? And some baby. And crofo wa kudie din ya won konya din okutwa suo o for the panyini o tumfo atemfo mo de mo ba ye o me ayi o fentam from o menenso no o fentam from o mene okwo ense mo ya na mo ye na to no ye che na bisi ne ho ma se me de me ho akonya no so tradition e che utumfo ase no aye ho ba and wo ye wie twa ho bia mo se na to oni se ko we nsa ni abro na ensa no koro. Hey, build your caucus together. Akan is akan. We are not different from each other. And we should stop disrespecting ourselves in public. It is shameful. Very shameful. Allez! Me jamo. Ah, sweetheart, I don't know where. Metisent, where they? But it seems you tend to cook out.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
No reason.
No reason. What do you mean no reason? What are you trying to do?
Make something.
What is the oil?
Oil.
How can you make plantain without no oil? Don't be silly. You're just wasting things.
It's just banana, isn't it?
This is not banana.
It's banana.
What are you fucking doing? I asked you, do you need food, didn't I?
I just wanted to see what happened if I make something.
You just want to see what happened. You don't mess food. You are for Mr. Mukwaimako. I say, okay, God bless sister. Oh, God bless you too. So I don't hear the air say, Miss Ramoquine. I'm a quarrel. You couldn't feel cock. Oh, my life. Have you call hospital? A Jamie to work a car. A your routine check. Inti, Muan amico. Muan amico. Inti, honestly. Wow, all call my strong. Was there? Share. And I want to TikTok also. Young could is actually. And I'm sure my TV. Hey, Jabby, the back, the fourth one by. Or say that he called. He said I should warn you not to go to a TikTok. Otherwise, what you want, I do beyond. And so, what did you tell him? He said, I didn't say anything. I didn't say that. I was okay. Tell him, that's what the lucky man say. Look, only TikTok with you. Compare. Is it ya do before me? Oh, me say, what? I can't go and suffer. Girls see me and say, I can't go and suffer. O man could do conquers and channel there. Me who saw sabrobe. Uncle did batch and then a champion who sent me area. Won't feel me. I, and a bus had my musami any. A coach in a chap of Shashi Vivian upon that. So that was so many say a labiale. Me, I must say, which I didn't know about the incoming of Bishia. My bye.